Hey there, YouTube family. Happy Friday to you guys. Check in the comments. Hit the like for me. I've got too much going on to even cover in a 10-minute video. There's so much going on in stocks and cryptos. I have to talk a little bit about stocks and then briefly get into this FTX fiasco that's going on because it's going to affect our trades in crypto. Real quick, with stock, I'm just going to cover, guys. 3 days ago, I told everybody on this channel that I was watching Shopify, shop, S-H-O-P, for a trade. I told everybody, put your stop loss in at $30, $29, but around $31, I said, this thing's going to 40 bucks. In 3 days, we've seen a climb to 40 bucks. I've had 200% increases on my option plays, and it pains me because if I do a survey under the community tab and ask everybody who followed along, I am going to guess that less than 10% of you followed along. Guys, when you see me do these deep dives, whether I'm saying that a stock is a sell, I would strongly consider watch that video to the end. If I tell you that a stock is a buy, do your own due diligence and take a minute and think, why did I bring this video to you guys? I'm bringing it to you because this is the research that I'm doing that's backing the decisions that I'm making, and I'm making money, and I want you guys to make money too. 12 days ago, I did 2 videos on Meta. In addition to that, I was over on Larry's show, Stock Up with Larry Jones. I talked about it a 3rd time. And I told everybody, I said, I'm looking for an entry on Meta. I told you guys that my entry was around $86, but I got in around $88. And in the last week, again, another 200+% increase on my option play. Guys, I don't want you guys to miss it. I'm not even going to bother to do a survey of who got into Meta, who got into Shop. I just want you guys to take note of these trades. Take into consideration some of the other videos I did. I did a video on NEO. I did a video on AMC. Now, I also gave you guys some targets. I said, hey, this is going to get from here to there. And when it does, be careful. Be careful. Take your profits when it reaches those areas of resistance. This video is sponsored by the moomoo app. Moomoo is a federally regulated company based out of Palo Alto, California. I did my research on it before I invested my money into it to buy stocks. It's entirely free to use, no cost commission trading. And if you actually open up an account, they'll pay you to begin to invest. You get 15 stock. If you open and fund the account fully, 15 stock, each one could potentially be worth $2,000 with a total max value opportunity of $30,000. They've got the free level 2 trading. You can trade on your mobile phone, the iPad, and the computer. You can trade the full trade window, 16 hours, and there's great community over there. You guys can come over there and join the Stock Josh fam chat group where we're talking about trades every day. There's a link in the top pinned comment of this video. So come over there and join the conversation. That's what's going on with Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX. These guys, I'll tell you honestly that nobody had any real reason to doubt FTX solvency. These guys were in the front of the media actually pointing the finger on other companies' solvency. And they were also positioning themselves as somehow the guys with all the cash going in and bailing out these poorly run companies. The whole thing was a lie. I have said in videos that I did 2 and 3 months ago when all those things were unwinding with Celsius and with 3 Arrows and with BlockFi and with Voyager, I was telling you guys then that I thought that Sam Bankman-Fried was not a good guy. I didn't like him. I said that over and over again. I said there's something fishy about this guy I just don't like. And I wish that I had processed that more and taken a stronger position in my own mind about it. Now, I have an FTX account and I've used it, but I store no crypto on it. Back at that time when those other exchanges were falling, I told everybody, I said, guys, get your crypto off of these exchanges. Not your keys, not your crypto. Put it onto a cold wallet. I said that Coinbase was the safest out of the group because they're a publicly traded company. FTX, Binance, all these other companies are not. Even though I think that Binance seems to be solid, I would say that my trust on any exchange right now beyond Coinbase is completely gone. I am only spot trading in Bybit right now. I'm purchasing coins that aren't available on Coinbase in KuCoin. But the minute I get these assets purchased, I'm taking them off of the exchange and putting them onto a cold wallet. If you've got sizable investment over 10 grand and maybe even over 5, you need to be on a cold storage wallet to protect your assets. We're just seeing it over and over again. And that's why I'm focusing on this right now, because we have not even begun to see the unwind impact of FTX. We have unregulated securities on unregulated exchanges while the SEC is chasing XRP, which is a total misalignment of priorities. These guys should first focus on regulating stable coins, so there is some semblance of a safe haven for money. Then they need to regulate the exchanges. I would leave the coins themselves alone. It's an evolving space, technology. Let that technology run. Let people do their own due diligence and research into the coins that they want to invest in. But the places where they're storing their money are like banks, especially ones that are here in the US, need to be absolutely transparent. And I got to be honest, I was just irate after I watched an interview with Gensler, the head of the SEC, on CNBC. And he was basically saying that he's had an open door invitation to the exchanges to come to them and let them know, how things were being done in their companies. And I'm thinking, who gets to enjoy that, right? It would be like if the sheriff department said, hey, we've got an open door policy. If anybody out there has been speeding, they're welcome to come on over and report themselves and let us know when they were breaking the law, and we'll issue them a ticket and we'll help them through it. No, you have a police force. The rest of the U.S. is subject to laws and subject to scrutiny and subject to correction. But somehow Gensler thinks it's a normal thing to say to the American people that the companies that he's there to audit and to protect us from, that somehow they are supposed to come in and report their own misdeeds. And a lot of these guys, and I'm not despising their youth, but a lot of this happened because Sam Bankman-Fried is really a child. I mean, some of the news stories I'm getting about how he put his girlfriend in charge of billions of dollars over at Alameda Research. And there's a video floating out there of her saying, stop losses? Oh, and she giggles and she says, I don't like using stop losses. And somebody says, well, how's that worked out for you? She giggles again and says, not too good. I mean, there's just a lack of discipline here. There's a lack of and the people that are in charge of bringing that discipline to light and overseeing it, they've been sleeping at it. I mean, literally in the interview, Gensler talks and prides himself about pursuing Kim Kardashian. I could care less whatever objective he had on going after Kim Kardashian, trying to make her the poster child of reform. I don't care. He's not accomplishing anything with her. He's not accomplishing anything with going after XRP. He needs to look at how to make safe stable coins, and he needs to look at how to protect the interests of investors on these American exchanges. It's absolutely crazy to me. So that's my rant. I'm going to pull back from that for just a moment. I need to give you an update on what I'm doing with my Ethereum. I sold my Ethereum position. I want to be very clear. I have long-term top 10 and even top 20 crypto investments that I'm in. I've got a list of small cap cryptos that I love and a list of big cryptos that I love that I invest in weekly. Now, those I'm going to go over with you guys, the changes that I'm making in my top 10. I am investing in that weekly. I'm excited about doing that because I believe in long-term accumulation during the bear winter. But then in addition to that, I do spot trading, and I had a large position in Ethereum, apart from my long-term Ethereum, which I'm leaving. Okay, I'm dollar cost averaging into that. But I've got a large position in Ethereum that you guys have followed my page, that we've traded successfully here. We sold it all at 1,600. I began to reaccumulate from 1,420 down below 1,200, but I have gotten out of it because I just am concerned. That's too much money. I'm going to share with you guys my strategy, though. There's a strategy to buying at an area of support, but there's also a strategy of buying at an area of resistance. I need to see this aftermath of FTX. We don't even know the half of what's going on with this exchange. We do not know the half of it. I need to see that unwind. I think it's going to have big impacts in other exchanges. I have concerns about crypto.com and Crow right now. Don't ask me in the comments section if you guys should take your money off. I've already answered that. Get your money off of the exchanges and put it into a wallet immediately. That's the answer. But right now, I'm concerned about Crow. These guys spent almost $1 billion trying to name the stadium, right? Misuse of their money. To me, that doesn't show a good, proper financial discipline and management. It shows a lot of hype and a lot of youthfulness and a lot of foolishness to me. And so they're intertwined with FTX and in various ways. And I think that we're going to see a bigger impact of the fallout on FTX. And so I've got concerns right now about crypto.com. Right now, that's one that's on my radar. Not concerned about Coinbase, publicly traded company. But what I'm thinking in regards to my Ethereum spot trade is I want to see us get through the aftermath of this. I want to see it come back up. 1280, which used to be support. You guys know I traded that. It's broken beneath that. I need to see it reclaim 1280, back test 1280, and then I will go long from the back test of 1280 all the way forward to 2000 on Ethereum. And I'm just concerned at the moment that we don't have all the chaos flushed out of this current crisis with Sam Bankman-Fried. So it was too much money. I won't share the amount, but it was a big trade that I was in with Ethereum. I've got to take that off the table. It's just too much risk for me. So I need you guys to be aware of it because I've been sharing that trade with you that right now I've taken a step back from it and I'm just cooling down the situation. And I'm going to begin to look at what happens and what are some key strategic levels to get my favorite cryptos on some spot trades. But I think it's going to be coming down. I don't know. We're also in this shift, right? We have the opportunity for a bear market rally running up here, a Christmas rally up till the end of this year. So it's a little bit of a confusing moment. But my better judgment tells me that, one, the markets are going up fast. And so they might need to back test. And two, there's too much going on with crypto to understand and to plan out my trades. So I've got to slow down there. My very next video is going to be my top 10 cryptos, the revisions I've been making, and the 6 cryptos that I believe are showing relative strength in the midst of this downturn and the bear winter. I'm going to be covering those soon. I had to get this concern out to you regarding exchanges as well as a potential pullback in crypto in the days ahead. I think we're just at the cusps of some bad news rolling out and people being affected. And so I just think everybody needs to focus not necessarily on buying, even though there is a buying opportunity. There's a dollar cost averaging opportunity that shouldn't be missed. That's long-term investment, but we need to be doing 2 things right now. One, need to be very careful about some of your bigger swing trades because this market could just turn around over the course of this weekend and go back down. It's just going to be one bad news story after the other. It's going to continue to come out with the impact of FTX following. So I think we need to be careful. I think we're going to have some extreme downward pressure over the next couple of days. I think that if you're doing dollar cost averaging into your favorite cryptos, that's fine right now. You can continue to do the $25 a week purchases, whatever it is that you can afford. It's not a problem to do that right now. But if you're out here swing trading, and I know that I do that, and I know that many of you guys do it, if you've got big money at stake, you need to have a tight stop loss and consider going to cash right now because there could be some more opportunities coming around the corner. This has not been processed yet. That's the main focus of this video. Be patient. That top 10 video will be next, but I had to get this message out. As always, peace and blessings, my friends. Take care.